Hi everyone, just jumping in here to say we are doing a massive toy giveaway, so definitely stay tuned for the rest of this video. Hello class, have y'all heard about this Travis Kelce guy? I think he's dating Taylor Swift or something like that. I'll be honest, I had no idea who this man was before Blondie started dating him a year ago. I mean, I personally just don't believe in the concept of football. I don't even know what a tight end does other than sound kind of perverted when I say it out loud. But from what I've heard, he's kind of a big deal or something. And like any relationship with Miss Swift, there are a lot of opinions on this relationship. Some people, like that one guy from Penn State, think it's gay. Fellas, is it gay to date a woman? Others think they're doomed to give birth to the Antichrist, who will, I don't know, do a communism or something like that. Oh, me? My opinion on this relationship? I'm so glad you asked. I personally, no matter how hard I try, just cannot care. I don't know. I guess my brain just has more important things to think about, like, I don't know, non-VIP hacks for Dress to Impress. But if there is something y'all know I have opinions on, it is reality dating shows. Guess at this point you could say I'm a bit of a connoisseur, a self-proclaimed expert in the field. And something I think we as a society are not discussing enough is how Travis Kelce, Mr. Taylor Swift, had his very own reality dating show in 2016.
My name is Travis Kelce. I'm a professional football player for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm looking for love.
Folks, I know you're going to be shocked to hear this, but it's bad. It made me sick. Or maybe it's the cold that I have, I don't know. And that's not meant as an insult to Travis, by the way. Travis has described this reality show as one of the biggest regrets of his entire professional career. But before we continue, I'd like to take a second to talk about today's sponsor, Bellesa. Guys, right now, Bellesa and I are doing a huge giveaway. You can get a free vibrating toy or a massive discount on their site if you sign up using the link in my description. Bellesa is a by women sexual wellness company with a mission to empower everyone to celebrate their sexuality. And they want you to enjoy your toys for as long as possible, which is why they have an official dog policy. Yes, if your dog destroys your toy, they'll send you a new one just in exchange for a picture of the culprit, which seems like a pretty fair trade to me. Bellesa products are exclusively made from medical grade silicone that is 100% body safe and body fun. You might have seen their popular red Air Vibe toy on Instagram, and if you haven't, you can check it out on their page at Bellesa Co. That also features a variety of sexual wellness tips. I really love the sex positive, inclusive, and community-oriented language Bellesa uses for all of their promotions. I also appreciate that their products come in these like super compact, colorful cases, which is very convenient, very discreet. If you want to peek at what's inside, you'll just have to click the link in my description to see for yourself. You'll receive a free vibrating toy from Bellesa or a massive discount if you sign up for my giveaway using the link in the description. Thank you again to Bellesa for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. This was way back before either him or the Chiefs were as famous as they are now, and very early into Travis's NFL career. Travis said that when he first started playing the football, he just spent money like it was water. He'd get these massive checks and blow right through them. To the point where when E approached him about doing a reality show, he was, in his words, totally broke. So when he heard that he could make 6 figures within 2 weeks of filming, he said, you know what? Fuck it. And that is how we got Catching Kelce.
Hey there, lonely girl, don't you know this lonely boy loves you?
But how does one catch Kelce? Well, the show took 50 women, one from each state of America, and threw them onto a football field. It's like the reaping ceremony in the Hunger Games, except instead of fighting for your life, you're fighting to win a relationship with a guy from Ohio. I just realized while editing this that the name of the first episode is 50 Girls, One Tight End. Rotted. All of you, rotted. I also just know that a man designed these shirts they put these women in because these women are in these red women's cut V-neck Gildan t-shirts with their states just ironed onto the front. And I know they were not paid enough to do that. They send in Travis to face these women, and I'm like 99% sure Travis is reading a script from a teleprompter or cue cards because he's speaking in this really stilted, unnatural tone.
Courage that it takes to come out here to try and pursue love. It means more than you can imagine to me. This is real life. I'm dedicated to finding the girl of my dreams.
Say what you will about The Bachelor, and I will, but watching this show, watching Catching Kelce, actually made me appreciate just how hard it is to be the Bachelor or the Bachelorette. It must be unbelievably awkward to stand in front of a group of strangers who are there competing to date you and act like this is somehow a totally normal situation. But without fail, every bachelor or bachelorette is able to walk into that mansion and go, yeah, I know I just saw you all for 30 seconds and most of you are just here for Instagram followers, but I really do think that my future spouse is in this room. Travis, I mean, God bless him.
Now there's 50 of you and one of me. I have to narrow it down to one in the end. The hardest part might be right now.
He is just not able to pull off that same energy.
What these girls don't know is that I actually am as nervous as they are.
We know, Travis, we know. But we've got 50 women here, each representing their great state. Have you ever seen anything more patriotic in your life? But just like NFL training camps, the first cut is always the biggest. Get it? Because Travis plays football? Also, E does not have the budget to house and feed 50 women, so we need to immediately get most of these women out of here. These women must give their 60-second pitch as to why Travis should pick them to be his wag. And this is how we get the knockoff Bachelor limousine introductions. There's some awkward small talk.
Actually do a really good fake stray cat.
I feel like we would be just like knock 'em dead team.
Okay.
Some slam poetry.
I've been looking for love, but been too busy on my grind. But it's our time now, so you know we about to shine like these diamonds in the sky.
And this absolute icon.
I'm gonna catch Kelce. Yes,
This woman may not have won Travis's heart, but she sure did win mine. You should also know that during these introductions, and actually throughout the first few episodes, Travis only refers to these women by their state and not their names.
Miss Connecticut. Rhode Island comes off as someone that you can have a conversation with. I'll say the one that surprised me the most from on the field to the party was probably Colorado.
Even when he does finally learn half of their names, he still calls them Miss Avery, Miss Maya.
Oh.
hello.
Miss Jenny. Miss Lauren. Miss Jamie Lee. I will see 5 of you, Miss Maya. Miss Jessica.
Like they're his counselors at summer camp. Even the women don't call each other by their names half the time.
Michigan, come on, worry about yourself. Are you here for Travis or are you here for Connecticut?
Did I physically threaten her, California?
Jenny, Missouri, New Jersey, and Lolo.
Minnesota, are you seriously that immature?
Rhode Island and all of us told us that you said that last night.
It's like they've all entered this strange liminal space where they no longer are who they are. Watching it, I wasn't even Ashley anymore. I was just Maryland, Old Bay seasoning, a lacrosse stick, and driving 20 miles over the speed limit. That one's for all the Maryland fans out there. They love when you reference stereotypical Maryland things. All 10 of you are losing it right now. Finally, Travis makes his first eliminations, leaving us with just 20 state representatives to win his heart. These women will stay at the Catching Kelce mansion. It's got everything: a giant kitchen, an infinity pool, and a shark tank, where I imagine the sharks just look out upon these women, Travis, and the production crew and ponder the hubris of mankind. This show, if you couldn't already tell, follows a very similar format to The Bachelor, except The Bachelor couldn't get redfoo and the Party Rock mansion.
I've known redfoo forever. That guy knows how to party.
I bet you and him do go way back, Travis. I bet you do.
I want to see if these ladies can handle that rock star lifestyle. To the Party Rock Mansion.
Partying with Travis Kelce at the Party Rock mansion feels like something that would only happen in my dreams if I fell asleep at my desk after playing Sims 4. Each week, Travis goes on a group date with some of the women, and then he picks one woman for a one-on-one or VIP date. Which, fine, right? What's strange about this is that Travis doesn't pick who goes on these dates. And it doesn't seem like production really chooses who goes on the dates either. The women themselves pick who goes on the group dates. So at the beginning of each episode, Travis shows up to the mansion and picks one woman to go on the group date. That woman then has to pick 3 or 4 other women to go on the date with her. And that is when the girls start strategizing. The first woman Travis picks for a group date is Maya. And I think Maya was just meant to be on Survivor because she is a schemer first and foremost.
Do I take my friends and make all of us look good?
That's such a good strategy.
Or do I take the weaklings who need to go?
Maya picks her best friend Lexi to go on the date, but she also picks 3 women who she lovingly describes as basic, boring, and not good enough for Travis.
There are girls in this house that I feel like are BBBs. And Bs are bland, basic bitches.
For example, she picks Lauren, or as Travis calls her, Missouri, because earlier at the rooftop party, Maya said that Lauren had a hideous outfit on.
So there's one girl that stood out in a bad way, and that was Missouri. Why would you wear something so hideous?
Which, the audacity to say that about anybody's outfit when it is the year of our Lord 2016. We were all in hideous outfits. Between the skinny jeans and the choker tops we all wore, it's a wonder we didn't suffocate. So when Maya picks the girls who are going on the group date with her, she tells them straight up, hey, if I didn't pick you for the date, I think you're good. But if I did pick you, oof. Oof. You can barely tell, but the show also very subtly dubs in Maya insulting them just a bit more.
And some of these girls I picked because I don't feel like you should be here. You're basic and you're boring.
But this plan in classic reality show hijinks immediately backfires because their date is filming a commercial for 24-hour fitness.
Hey ladies, who wants to dance? And down, and it's all in the shoulders.
Nothing gets anyone going better than Richard.
Lolo is a personal trainer, Veronica is a bodybuilder, and Lauren owns her own gym. I mean, this plan of Maya's backfires so perfectly, it just has to be scripted. I refuse to believe anything else. Then, from this group of women, Travis picks his VIP date, New Jersey, who gets even more time with him one-on-one. So this could be interesting. Travis picks a different woman each week who has different friends and different strategies so he can get to know all of these girls throughout the weeks, right? Well, no. I don't think production gave Travis any rules as to who he could pick for the next date. So every time Travis has to pick a woman who will pick the rest of the group for the group date, he picks someone who was on his last group date. So the next week he picks Lauren to go on the group date, even though she was just on that last group date, and she takes her group of friends. The next week he picks Lexi, who was also on the first group date and is best friends with Maya. So Maya also goes on a second group date. And because the one-on-ones are picked from those group dates, the one-on-ones are also with the same women over and over again. Colorado goes on 2 one-on-ones, Veronica goes on 2 one-on-ones, and Maya gets the other one-on-one. Which in reality, it's fine. It's expected even that Travis is only interested in like 5 of these girls, but it makes the show much less compelling when you already know by episode 2 that he's only really interested in like 3 of them. And because we obviously know who Travis likes, there's no suspense in the show whatsoever. But then during eliminations, there will be women we haven't seen at all. And Travis will say, hey, Miss Idaho or whatever, how come no one picks you to go on the group date?
Miss Victoria, I haven't seen you or Lorena on any of these dates because I have no say in who the other girls pick. I haven't got too much time with you because I feel like you haven't been on any of these dates that I'm going on. And unfortunately, I know I haven't picked you, but none of these other ladies have picked you either. Why do you think that is?
And Idaho will just be like, I don't know. And he'll be like, I respect that. I appreciate that.
I said from the beginning that I was going to come here and be myself, and I hope that that's enough.
I respect that. I appreciate that.
Every time you smile, I get butterflies.
I appreciate that.
Travis, you could have picked her. What's she supposed to do in this situation? But let's be real. Dating shows aren't about finding love. It's about these crazy women and all the petty arguments they inevitably get into when you stick them in a house with no internet access and give them a bunch of alcohol for 2 weeks. One of my early favorite women on the show is Salma, Miss Connecticut. Salma is a very confident, self-assured woman.
Clearly all eyes are on me, you know? Of course, all eyes are always on me.
When she first locks eyes with Travis, she knew there was a connection.
We lock eyes. It was like this instant connection. I knew something was there.
So when the group goes to a rooftop party with Travis, she starts, rizzing Mr. Kelce up.
Are you a hopeless romantic?
Hopeless romantic?
I just have this feeling. I think you are.
She asked Travis Kelce, Mr. Travis Kelce, if a woman cheated on you, would you go back? And Travis is like, no. And Salma says this.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you, Travis. I think you're a little cuck, Travis. I think you're a little cuck boy, Travis. That's what I think. Not surprisingly, Travis puts Salma up for elimination, and he's like, Salma, were you nervous? Because you were awkward as hell. And Salma is like, no, that was me flirting.
Is that not your atmosphere, or?
No. Actually, I was just kicking back and relaxing for a while.
And honestly, she's so real. I think that is exactly how I flirt, and I don't even have her confidence, so nothing but respect for Miss Connecticut. Lexi, also one of my favorites from this season, is a social media influencer. She does YouTube, Musical.ly, Vine. She has her own drop-shipping fashion company. She has an EP. Lexi is on her grind set. She's also easily just the funniest person on the show.
And I see Travis just like jumping around. He has in this bodysuit with like these little like nipples like all over his body, and I'm like, what are we doing? My leg is on top of him. He keeps on like touching all my little nipples on my knee, not the real one.
Even though Travis from day one thinks that Lexi might just be here to get some social media followers, he keeps her around because he thinks her star voice is very funny.
And her voice is just absolutely hysterical. Her voice is the quote-unquote star voice.
Now Travis. Also when Jason, Travis's brother, asks why Travis still has Lexi almost at the end of the show, Travis is like, I don't know, man, she makes me laugh. And Jason calls Lexi a clown.
It sounds like you're falling in love with a clown. Like somebody throws a bunch of makeup on and then just makes you laugh constantly.
Jason Kelce, when I catch you. There's also Anika, Miss Minnesota. Anika is a stand-up comedian, and I am fairly sure she just saw this show as an opportunity to develop some improv material for a few weeks. She brings not one, but 2 different fur coats to this dating show filmed in the summer of Los Angeles. Honestly, I think she brought an entire Party City with her because in every scene that she is in, she just has some insane prop that no one else is acknowledging. This woman brought roller skates to this dating show. Anika gets into drama early with a woman named V Rich. After the first rooftop party, half the girls are blacked out drunk. Once they get back, they're still drinking. And this is one of the real unfortunate parts of watching any low-budget dating shows. You just know there are 0 alcohol limits from production or any regard for their safety. But anyways, someone spills red wine on the stairs and V Rich calls a house meeting to discuss everyone's cleanliness. But she calls this house meeting at like 2 a.m. after everyone has come back from this rooftop party, and most of the people at this meeting are still very, very drunk.
Somebody spilled wine on the stairs, but that was me. I just didn't want to admit it.
If you did it, just confess and say you did it. Why do we have to be immature about it? Like, just clean up.
Miss Tennessee already has her face mask, her eye mask, her bonnet on, like she was fully ready for bed. But V-Rich is determined. She tells these drunk women that if they're all gonna live together, they need to be responsible for their own messes. And Anika has the audacity to lick her wine while V-Rich is talking.
Seriously that immature, like licking wine while everybody's talking?
I am that immature.
The next day when no one picks Anika to go on the group date, she writes a letter to Travis. She watercolored the outside to make it look like it was covered in blood, and in the inside she wrote, Travis, I so wanted to talk with you yesterday.
I feel surrounded by the howling mad hyenas in this demented animal asylum. I desperately wish I could escape here to spend more time with you one-on-one.
Have a great time on the shoot. But Maya is very upset that Travis got this letter on their group date because according to Maya, this letter overshadowed their whole date. Maya, the only time you should feel threatened by an improv comedian is when you're playing Zip Zap Stop together. But then the drama comes to a boiling point when V-Rich hears a rumor that Anika dated Fabio. Like the guy on the cover of your mom's romance novels, Fabio? Anika explains that Fabio approached her while she was at the gym one day, and even though it wasn't that serious, it was nice to have someone who was older, more mature, someone who could take care of you. And V-Rich says, oh, so he was your sugar daddy.
It was fun, and he didn't want to do like the let me take care of you. No one has taken care of you.
No, okay.
And
so he like looked out for you.
And I see like this amazing person. V is calling me a whore.
I assume, like all reality TV, this conversation is cut down like crazy, but this escalates so quickly. Soon V-Rich is just straight yelling in this car saying, I don't care if you dated Fabio. I don't care if he was your sugar daddy.
Dated Fabio, you date him. If he was your sugar daddy, he was your sugar daddy. Keep it 100. Nobody gives a Go back to your glitter.
I have it on my face.
Yeah, just like you have everything else on your face. And probably Fabio's balls.
It's a lot. The fight gets so out of hand that Anika decides that she needs to take this right to Travis.
She's gonna tell you I went out with Fabio, the romance novel cover dude.
And it's true, but just know that I broke up with him. Travis is like, Fabio? The guy who got hit in the face with a goose at Busch Gardens in 1999? That guy?
Is dating Fabio a potential deal breaker? No. If anything, it kind of boosts you up a little bit.
Even though Travis fully does not care whether Anika dated Fabio, V-Rich and Anika are still arguing about this.
It's a simple question because I think that her and Fabio would actually be a cute couple. I can understand how her and Fabio can date.
He did not say that.
Finally, he's had enough. He sends both of them home. The whole situation really makes me wonder, how come Fabio didn't get his own reality dating show instead? Eventually, Travis narrows the group down to his top 4. There's Avery.
What do we name this?
Stanley.
Avery is hysterical.
Veronica.
Life's too short.
I respect that philosophy.
Yeah,
I
100%
live,
now.
By a very similar one.
Which one's that? The one I just said.
Lauren.
Hopefully connect with him in a way that I haven't connected with him yet.
This smells like, you know, when like someone like farts or something and you think it's in your hair and you like walk off and you think it's like in your hair.
And Maya.
Maya has shown me a lot. That confidence.
Travis says that out of the group he has, he could really only see one girl fitting into his lifestyle, living in Missouri with him, and supporting his NFL career. That woman is Lauren. So naturally, he sends Lauren home next. Then he takes his top 3 dates to Kansas City, Missouri, and invites Avery to spend the night at his house, only to immediately also send Avery home. That just leaves Veronica and Maya. From what we see on the show, Veronica was very sweet. They had an immediate connection even when he just saw her on the field. He picked Veronica for his first one-on-one. She stayed out of drama. Travis and her, from what we've seen, never had any issues. Maya, on the other hand, has had a much rockier time on the show. From the beginning, when she told the group she thought some of them were flops, she hasn't been very popular in the house. When Lexi, her best friend in the house, gets picked for a group date, the house begs Lexi not to take Maya because Maya already went on a group date and obviously has a very strong connection with Travis. So just strategy-wise, it would not be in Lexi's best interest to take Maya. But Maya promises Lexi that if she goes on the date, Maya will try and hype up Lexi and make sure that Travis takes Lexi on the one-on-one. So Lexi takes Maya, but then in an unshocking twist, Travis picks Maya to go on the one-on-one date anyways. The entire group up for elimination, including Lexi, unionize and demand that Travis tell them why he picked Maya over all the other girls. Travis is like, I picked her because I liked her?
The reason I chose Maya was because I do like Maya. But I also like every single one of you.
But Lexi says, well, Travis, I think Maya told some of the girls that she wanted to go home. What Maya actually said is that she couldn't wait for this to be over because she knew it would be her and Travis in the end. And while I don't think that Maya was the kindest on this show, I do agree with Maya that they took her words out of context, and it was weird for them to drag her when she wasn't even there to defend herself. So Maya the next day just confronts them 10 feet away from Travis. And again, the entire group is like, don't you see, Travis? This evil woman cannot be trusted. But once again, Travis likes Maya and he sends her ops packing. Throughout this entire show, Maya has gotten the full villain edit. Meanwhile, Veronica very much gives the vibes of like the typical reality dating show winner. So finally, Travis has to decide. He says, Maya, sometimes you seem really arrogant. I've dated women like that all my life, and those relationships didn't work for a reason.
I love your confidence, but at times it does get overconfident. It kind of shows arrogance. I have been attracted to women like that my entire life, and those relationships didn't work because of that.
I need a change, and Veronica is that change.
And I feel like I came onto this idea, this experience, this show, because I needed that change in my life. And Veronica is that change.
So Veronica is the winner? But wait, even though his head is telling him one thing, he has to go with his heart.
Even though my mind's telling me one thing, I gotta go with my heart. Veronica, I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm gonna have to ask you to go back to New Jersey.
Maya, come on over here. You're a winner, baby. Somehow Travis found a way to nag both Maya and Veronica in one fell swoop. It's actually kind of incredible. So did Maya win money or like a vacation with Travis? No, just an 8-month relationship with him that, according to Maya, ended because he cheated on her with his longtime girlfriend, Kayla Nicole. You may actually recognize Maya because when Travis started dating Taylor, Maya tweeted again that Travis had cheated on her. She said that Taylor seems like a fun girl with a beautiful spirit, so I wish her the best of luck, but I wouldn't be a girl's girl if I didn't advise her to be smart. I'm sure by now she has mastered the ability to see who is really there for her and who is just using her. Which, trust me, if Travis Kelce cheats on Taylor, that man will have the wrath of God inflicted upon him. The Swifties are not a group to be messed with. Maya deleted those tweets after she herself, of course, became the target of Swifties. But this did not stop Maya. She then went on Inside Edition and said this.
I feel like Travis is a narcissist, so most narcissists don't change.
And now she says she's not sure if Kelce's romance with Taylor Swift is for real.
The only reason that I question the genuineness of the relationship is because he's talking to the media a lot.
How do Swifties react to you?
Swifties are aggressive, very negative, very hypocritical. It's really crazy to me that someone that I think is, positive and really nice has such a negative and angry fan base.
How do you feel about Taylor Swift?
I don't know Taylor Swift, but I'm a fan of her music. I don't feel any way about her dating Travis. It's cute. I had him first.
I also couldn't find screenshots verifying this, but she also apparently was liking Instagram comments calling Taylor Swift a 5. The fact that all of this drama stems from a low-budget reality show from 7 years ago, that's just wild, is it not? I feel like more people need to know about this. I feel like this is important context people need to know. So make of all that what you will. But I think I did the impossible today and just made a short video. It feels wrong. Also, it is kind of difficult for me to breathe at the moment, so I think I'm going to stop, but I hope y'all found this interesting. I hope y'all liked hearing about this. As usual, if you want to see more from me, I stream on Twitch a couple times a week, upload the VODs of that to my second channel. I also make monthly bonus videos over on Patreon, and I talk about whatever I want over there. And if you're not interested in any of that, that's cool. However, if you liked this video, you could feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. This decision is incredibly difficult, and I have to pick one of you tonight. Miss Ronnie, you got that Jersey lingo. You literally speak a million words a minute, and you speak even faster when it's about stuff you're passionate about, prideful of. You have this subtle confidence that somehow also lets you remain shy. And that's so attractive. You are drop dead gorgeous with a big heart, and our chemistry is through the roof. Maya, the first time I saw you on the roof, my eyes lit up, just like that big smile lights up every room you're in. Your energy is contagious. You're beautiful, you're sexy, and honestly, I love your confidence. but at times it kind of comes off overconfident. It like kind of shows arrogance. I have been attracted to women like that my entire life, and those relationships didn't work because of that. I don't want that anymore. And I feel like I came onto this experience, this thing, this show, because I wanted a change from that. And Veronica is that change. But even though my mind's telling me one thing, I gotta go with my heart. Veronica, sweetheart, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to send you back to New Jersey.